Well done.
Huh?
That was good.
I said, hold on.
No,
What the hell
I said
did I
well
do wrong
done.
this time?
We would just like to give ourselves a quick pat on the back, guys. We've reached $2,500. Can we get a little golf clap into the microphones, please?
You say downloads?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
we're crushing it.
Nice.
Actually, we're not crushing it. They're crushing it.
Right.
Guys, we're back after a national break, by the way.
But
Here,
thank you. Yes,
look at my
yes.
can. Enjoy it.
Oh, I have to throw my bottle out. No, it's all right. I'll get it next time. Okay.
Sponsor us, Asbury Park.
Sure.
And we're back.
And into Premier League games, as we normally do here on Premier League and Pints. Kind of makes sense.
Wait, we do Premier League games, Premier League pints?
No.
We drink pints too.
Yo, this is fucking crazy.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Should we jump right in?
There's no other way to jump.
Hey, you jump out.
You can.
You jump around.
He's not wrong.
Jump around.
Jump
around.
around.
Okay, well, and let's get to the games now.
Game week 4, here we go.
A doozy on Saturday morning here.
Yeah.
This was a 7:30 kickoff, I believe, in our time. So
New Jersey, East Coast, America.
It was-
Hashtag.
shut the fuck up.
All right, well.
I mean, not much happened until the second half, really. First half was kind of quiet.
One talking point first half, 12 minutes in, Eric Dyer goes out with a thigh.
He does.
I read the report today. Quote, this is professionals. Quote, very, very bad dead leg. Unquote.
That's unfortunate.
Been there.
I mean,
Yeah, right?
I don't know if he's coming back from that, to be honest with you. That's just
They said it maybe
probably like bruised.
5 seasons he's done. It's very, very bad. It was very bad 2 seasons, 2 varies. Yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, though. But yeah, nothing really happens. Dan's right in the second half.
And then the second half hits. And who wants to lead us off here?
Well, 2 yellows pretty quickly right off the bat.
Yeah, the first one was a joke. Why did he do that?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
that was when he like punched him in the head.
Yeah, so Tanganga.
That was so stupid.
Who's he going after?
Zaha.
Zaha? Yeah, Zaha like beats him, and Tanganga just goes up to him and like just grabs him and just like chucks him.
Yeah.
Like half punched, half grabbed him. I mean, they both got yellow, right, for that?
I believe they did.
Yeah,
They
they both
did,
got
yeah.
yellow.
Just stupid.
And this dude can only wait, 5 minutes till he got his next one? For just a late, stupid challenge.
And he's a player who looked good at the beginning of the season, too. Like, against City in their first game, he was one of the standout players. But, he's a young kid. Maybe this shows his inexperience here.
Then again, Shaka gets a red card every other game, and he's experienced. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to defend Shaka.
Anywho, they get the red card in the 58th minute. Tangaga's an idiot.
Yeah.
a rough day for our
Yeah.
man Tanganga in fantasy. I think he had like -7,
Tough. Still not going to be Dan's when he had, what was it?
-20.
It
Who
was
yeah.
Bednarek from
Oh, yeah,
Southampton.
Bednarek. That was a
Lost
funny
by
day.
9.
Yeah.
Got an own goal, red card. Yeah.
Tough scenes.
But
Rough day at the office.
So 20 minutes after that red card, we have ourselves a penalty kick for Crystal Palace.
This is true.
It is true. I, for the life of me, can't remember why they had a penalty kick. I'm going to be dead honest with you.
I'm gonna guess there was a foul in the box.
Could have been a handball.
Could have been.
I completely forget. Dan, do you remember?
I don't.
Guys.
I also wasn't watching this game, so.
I believe we were pretty hungover during this game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sorry. Let me say that again. We were pretty hungover, sleeping while this game was happening. I should probably better way to
Ben
put it.
Davies with a handball in the box.
Just like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilfred Zaha.
Let's say we woke up to a little bit of a surprise. We didn't. I think we woke up and they were like,
It was 2-0.
no. I think
It was 1-0.
we woke up and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's tied 0s at halftime. And I think we woke up like half an hour later and we're like, I think Spurs are down 2 right now. And that was like right before the game ended. And then they scored the
I
third
think you
one.
said we woke up the first time and we said we were tied at halftime. You said, "Oh yeah, by the way, Eric Dyer's out." And I remember I just said, "Fuck this!" I rolled over right back to bed. At that point, I had given up hope. But yeah, it was a handball from Ben Davies, and then Zaha steps up, puts in the penalty kick.
Good job.
Thank you. But the highlight of this game,
He puts the ball in the net with his foot.
the highlight of this game is the new super sub. I'm not gonna say it. Edward. I don't know how to say his first name.
Yeah, Edward.
Edward.
No, his first name. Atsane? Is it Atsane?
Just stick with Edward.
Edward comes in this game in the 84th minute, and also in the 84th minute, scores.
It was like 27 seconds. He comes
His
on and
first touch.
scores immediately.
I mean, that's just efficiency at its best right there.
Yeah.
Next game?
Well, he scores
He scores the
again.
second one.
Oh, sorry.
This guy comes in and he plays for 6 minutes and gets 2 goals.
Yeah.
And the best part about this entire thing is he's on Dan's bench.
Yeah, we don't
That's
have
the
to
best
talk about
part.
that. We don't have to talk about that.
But yeah, immediately an instant impact from the.
Just gonna get a little volume just on you down just a little bit. A
Oh
little
my
bit.
God! You guys see what my producers make me do? This is crazy.
There you go. It's a little bit. See how your like lines are touching the top?
I get excited. Sorry. But yeah, the new transfer comes in. in 6 minutes, scores 2 goals, instant impact. Tottenham, what the hell happened?
They were the only undefeated or only lossless team before this.
No, they
You could
weren't.
say,
Yeah, they were.
you could say undefeated.
Well, I'm sorry. They won every single game. The only team that won every single game before this.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, next game.
Yes, please.
Let's move on. We had a golf clap before. Can we get another golf clap now?
Sure. What are we golf clapping for?
Arsenal scored a goal.
Didn't.
Oh, we're going there. Okay. Well, there's like 110 o'clock games this day. I forgot about
No,
that.
I'll just go in order of mine. I'm here. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready? Dan, how you feeling?
Not great still. We're still at the bottom half of the table.
Dan's like been better.
I was hoping we won by more than one, but I mean they started to look better. There were some positive takeaways. They probably should have scored more than one goal. Pepe looked pretty good. It's good to see. The goal was like really
The
weird.
weirdest thing
Like,
I've ever seen.
I still kind of think it's offsides, but like I'm still not 100% sure. Like the whole situation is just a clusterfuck in front of the goal.
I almost like the refs like didn't know like at that point if to call it offsides or not, because like there was a shot where like he was offsides when the shot came in, but then the ball bounced around, might have hit Pepe's leg, might have hit the keeper's leg, played all by Aubameyang wide open in front of the net, and he taps it in.
Yeah.
The thing is too with that, I mean, it hits the post in the initial shot, I think, and Tim Krul makes it amazing. Cause if you watch back, he gets his fingertips on it, so where it hits the post, then it hits somebody else, and then you're right, and then Pepe and Krul kind of like
roll
half
around.
Collide.
I don't know who really
A leg
kicked it
comes up
after.
and
Was it
hits
Pepe or was it the defender?
I
'Cause,
still
like,
to this day don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like wrestling around on the ground, legs are flailing, the ball gets pushed, and Aubameyang's like,
Part of me wants to say it was
Yeah.
Krul because I feel like if it was Pepe, it would have been considered offside.
You know, I
Because
think it's the
played by
opposite.
Krul.
Well, no, Pepe, he kind of passed it backwards too with his foot. So either way, it's the
Yeah, you're
other
right.
forwards behind him.
I just like I don't know the line between like a keeper saving it and a keeper like playing the ball. Like at what point is the save over and like
And the new play began.
And a new play, you know what I mean? Like
I do. Like I still don't
and I still
understand.
and
I mean,
don't get it.
they looked at it. I mean, they went to the
Yeah, no,
looked
they-
at it,
yeah,
and-
they said it was
and,
good.
You know, we watched it back. I mean, in my opinion, it's a goal. I think he's onside. It's crazy how he stayed onside. It's crazy how the ball got to Aubameyang.
Yeah,
But-
and the call on the field was a goal too, so
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
obvious and you can't overturn it.
Yeah,
But
and I'm just, I was to say we were sitting there, and it would have been their first goal of the season, which it was. And at one point, I was just like, this. The guy was like, offside, Garrett, has to be offside.
yeah,
Be offside, just because it would have sucked the life out of Dan.
And because at this point we
Funny.
have how we watched the games this weekend. We had Arsenal on a laptop.
Yep.
We had United on a TV, and we had the City game going on at the same time. So we had all three games in front of us. So Dan was kind of really focused on the corner.
Yeah.
And the rest.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. Me and Brian were focused on the two TVs. So Dan's like, "Let's go," and we're like, "What the hell?"
So you guys can't say we don't know what we're talking about because we watched as many games as possible. So
We don't have 9 TVs. I'm sorry.
yeah, we're not rich. You guys can make us rich by
Buy
our
what?
merch.
We don't have merch.
not yet.
Not yet. You guys want merch?
I do want to say though, like this is a team where we kind of starting to get full strength back too. You know, like we got the back line. This is the back line I really like, and I think it's
I
gonna
like your back
be
line.
going forward.
I was gonna say, I think that's your starting back line, right?
That new addition.
It is Gabriel, White, Tierney, and then the new guy, like you said, Tomiyasu, and he had a great debut. I think he looked really
He
good.
almost scored too.
He did a volley. It would have been
That's
sick.
wild.
So cool.
Oh my god! But yeah, he looks energetic. He looks like a good defending, ball playing defender, and I think Odegaard looked pretty good too. It's just, I don't know. To me, 1-0 against Norwich after starting the season 0-3. I feel like it's not enough.
It's like not great, but it's
at
like,
home
we'll take
too.
it. I mean, the craziest thing about this was there was 40 shots taken in this game.
Yeah.
Combined both teams. That's a wild
I
number.
think, like I said, we had
Like a
this.
wild
we had
number.
this
Arsenal
game-
had 30.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is crazy
We had
number.
this game on the laptop. And I think every time I looked down at that, on the corner of the laptop, I think there was just always a goal kick, or was the ball was just somewhere near the 18 of either team. Like I feel like it was just a pretty open game. I don't think it was. I mean, look at the possession; it's pretty much split down the middle.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty open game. I think both teams had chances, but the fact that Arsenal has 30 shots,
Crazy.
I mean, they hit the net 7 times, but it's a good thing to see that they are taking their chances. I mean, they may not be the best shots in the world, from the 6-yard line, but they're not afraid to hit the ball when they're 35 out, which is a good thing for them because they need to shoot.
And the other talking point, Ramsdale gets his first start, keeps a clean sheet. Leno's healthy too, so I mean,
Maybe
just got the
Leno
start
sucked
over him.
before that.
Ramsdale's breaking the curse, and every team he goes to goes down.
Listen,
Well,
like I
it's
said,
not over yet.
So far.
But that's all. I'm good.
Yeah.
in that game.
Anything else?
Going to move? I mean, again, we told you guys the 3 games that we watched were the City game, the Arsenal game, the United game. So when it comes to like Watford, Wolves, Brentford, Brighton, we can go over real quick, but we didn't really watch. We don't have a lot to say.
Yeah.
So we can go to. I got Watford, Wolves next. What do you have?
I have Brentford, Brighton.
I'll go to Brentford, Brighton. I can click that one.
Nothing at all happened in this game, and nothing happens when a keeper gets the man of the match. And Trossard scores in the 90th minute, and Brighton win. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
This was a very boring game. Yeah. I tried to watch the highlights, and there were none besides the 90th minute. Yeah. So this was a pretty fucking boring game.
And Brentford now sitting right at 10th, right in the middle of the table.
Yeah, where they want to be.
Interesting to be.
You want to go Watford Wolves now?
Yeah, sure, Watford Wolves. Right. Oh, I just clicked the wrong game. Okay, Watford Wolves. A good result for Wolves, who we said probably the last few weeks. Right, yeah. Like they deserve to win a game here.
Yeah.
They've had just shit luck. Well, they also have shit finishing, which doesn't really help them. But
yeah.
They have shit luck.
One of the goals is an own goal, too, so I mean.
And, I mean, sometimes the tides just turn. They go your way. I think Wolves finally found they played better. They had 14 shots, 5 on target, scored 2. Like you said, 1 was an own goal.
And the main talking point is Chan gets his first goal. He's a new signing, first game, debut. Kind of like a scrap in front of the goal, too. But you can see, to see him score was kind of cool, too. Like his reaction and everything.
Yeah.
How much it meant in school.
I get another game where, it's like last game, nothing happens until the last 15 minutes. The own goal goes in.
Well, remember, we're watching.
5 minutes later.
We're watching these games, and we're like, it's like halftime or like almost halftime,
zeros.
and we're just like, all you see on the score table is 0-0-0-0. The whole day was zeros, and then it was 1-0. I think when we get to the United Newcastle game late, they score 1 goal.
Yeah,
we're like, how's there 8 games on right now, and there's been 1 goal scored?
Yeah.
And then the second halves of every game, almost every game, like took off with scoring.
Yeah,
it was kind of funny.
We were sitting there, and we're like, all right, well, nothing's happened, and we were kind of like at each other, like, the second halves of these games should be very intense, and I mean. You look at the results. I mean, a couple late winners, and then I think the only game that had in the teleclocks more than 2 goals was the United game, right?
Well, the Wolves game had 2.
More than 2.
Oh, more than 2. Yeah.
So
we can
speaking
move
of
to
Wolves, they win. I don't mention that. They played Watford.
First win of the season.
Speaking of the United game, you guys want to go to that next?
I was just gonna skim over this one real quick.
Sure, we'll pass over that one.
Let's go this one. There's West Ham, Southampton. 0-0 draw here. One talking point. Mikel Antonio, double yellow.
Is that 1 game? Double yellow 1 game?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's out for the next game.
Next game's I think against United too.
I know it's a big game. That's gonna suck for them.
So West Ham was disappointed with that. I think honestly this is a good result for Southampton though. I mean,
yeah.
And I know they're at home and they probably want to get more out of it, but you're playing a West Ham team who has been scoring, and you keep a clean sheet against them. So I think
it's not like the red card happened in like the 4th minute.
Right.
It was 90th minute, which is another
game's over.
It's a kick in the dick too. Like you wait till the 90th minute, like the last possible second to get sent off.
Does anyone feel like Southampton can go down this year?
I can see it.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it too. Yeah. Sorry, Southampton fans. I'm just putting it out there.
So that game.
It'd be kind of cool if that happened though, and not for Southampton obviously, just because I want to see. I want to see Ward Prowse on like a top.
And he'll get
top
signed.
Team. There's no way he'll stay in the championship. He's too good of a player to go, to play down there.
Yeah. So scoreless draw.
Cool.
Next, what do we do? We got 2 options.
You can go to United.
All right. Manchester United, Newcastle.
I'll let you talk about this because you pretty much orgasmed the entire game. So
guys, I did. Ronaldo makes his 2nd debut for United. Honestly, the first half it was just like every other game for the most part. Not many chances either way. Until the last minute, Ramos takes a shot, terrible deflection, keeper spills it, and Ronaldo with a beautiful finish, nearly top corner, tapped it in. But I don't care. At that point, Garrett was right. I was pretty much orgasming at this moment.
What's that goal award? Like the best goal of the year.
Pachichi?
No,
I don't know.
that's not what I was thinking.
What are you thinking?
The Puskas.
Oh yeah.
Puskas Awards
Pachichi, I think, is a scoring title.
Giroud got him into
This is up there.
The scorpion kick. This is an early front runner.
No, but Ronaldo gets the tap in.
And just on that,
I
saw people.
Sorry, Pachichi's the top goal scorer in La Liga.
You get something though.
I saw on Twitter and everything people saying, "Oh, the goalie should have done better. Goalie spilled it, things like that." But the deflection's so bad, and it's pretty close to the goalie too. There's not much you could do other than just get an arm on it.
He parries it away. I mean,
we were listening to the broadcast too, and they said, "Oh, the keeper, we disappointed himself." Well, as a keeper,
unless he's Spider-Man.
As a keeper, even if they go bar down on me in top corner, I'm still disappointed. Like, you're always disappointed. But you're right. He's going down. He's dropping his right knee, like he should, going down to his left, and it deflects back to his right. Yeah. Now, you can't switch legs. All you could do is, like Garrett said, throw your arm at it and hope for the best.
Yeah. And where's your defenders?
Yeah. I mean, Ronald's in the right spot at the right time. It's cool to go see him run over in the corner and celebrate with the fans. That was pretty cool.
That was cool, yeah.
But then out of the break...
You see when he does his thing, the suit, but like the whole crowd did it too.
Yeah, they all did
that
it.
Was sick.
You can hear it if you watch it. If you watch it like out the announcers.
There was a video I saw. I think it was today. It was the guy was like in the middle of a meeting. I guess it was like during while the United game was on, and the guy literally must see the goal go in and just gets up, like runs around his table, and then just does the celebration like in the middle of the meeting, and the people are like, "The fuck was that?"
I did see that.
Very funny.
Then out of the break, Newcastle. 10 minutes out of the break, get a counterattack. Was it Manquillo? Ever say it?
Was that the goal? I think that was the goal, though, where Almiron had like a hell of a run, right, to set it up.
A great run. He played it to St. Maximin, who then they had like kind of a give and go type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That only lasted.
Ron probably could have done better, too, but...
He could have. Yeah, he lunged. I mean, but you have to lunge in there and try and stop the shot. If he contains, the guy's going to shoot. If he lunges in, he's going to pass. So he was kind of screwed either way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But the lead lasts for 6 minutes. Ronaldo gets a second. Again, there was some complaints about the keeper. Goes to his legs here.
Yeah, that's right.
He's close. Ronaldo's a great touch from Shaw to bring it like into his stride.
Oh, that touch was amazing.
Yeah, to bring it in a stride, and he just hit it with pace. Keeper couldn't keep it out. At that point, again, orgasm even more.
I think my table was wet.
Yeah, because this time it was in front of the Stretford end. And then Bruno gets on the board. They just don't close him down.
That was a very nice goal.
So much
that goal
time.
was
Great
sick.
shot.
Beautiful.
And then just because we can, Jesse Lingard got one too.
I like to see Lingard.
You know what? I don't say this. At least I haven't said this in the past few seasons. Great play by Martial. When Pogba played the ball and Martial dummied it, the defender kind of bit. Good feet by Lingard, able to turn and then put the ball far post. United 4-1 winners.
Lingard might walk into that starting spot. Sancho's playing like a
Sancho was playing
big pile of shit.
pile of shit.
He looks like trash.
And just so you guys know,
it looks like they put 10 guys on the field. Like he looks so He's like Ozil when we were talking about Ozil back then.
Just to put into context, like I think Sancho was a first or second round pick in fantasy for us.
Yeah,
first round pick in fantasy for us, which is like it's a big deal. I mean, that's like a big deal.
Yeah,
I traded for him. Dan traded for him, and it's pretty much gone downhill since.
Dan gave up Jack Grealish for.
I don't need the details. They don't care about that.
I mean, Jack Grealish has been passed around the league like a. I was going to say something there, but I'm not going to pass around. But let's just say he's been passed around a lot.
Yeah, so this game ends 4-1. Pogba has 2 more assists, so I think he easily leads the league in assists right now. But I was happy. Actually, we're all workers, and then Garrett, what happened after that? Or during the same time?
Yeah, I think our goals, the goals in our games, I think almost happened like almost close to the same time because I think it was like Ronaldo's second and City's game winner were almost like identical.
Wait, so this was 62nd minute.
I think it was 62nd minute.
City winner.
Arsenal was 66.
And the 62nd minute was Ronaldo's.
Because we were celebrating and Dan's just sitting over there with his fucking hands crossed, like twiddling his thumbs, like waiting for them to score.
I
only had to wait 4 minutes.
All his patient. So yeah, Garrett.
I mean, Leicester always a tough game, as always.
Especially on the road at Leicester.
Right, and I mean we still have no Foden in this game. He's on the bench. We still have no De Bruyne. It was back in training, still on the bench. Torres, Jesus, Grealish is the front three again. It's pretty much a normal lineup for what we have right now. We played well. Didn't create as many chances. Well, a lot. We created a lot of chances. We just didn't finish a lot of chances. I mean, Jesus had a wide open header that gets like cleared off the line. That was like a mess in the box for 5 minutes where like you thought at some point someone might score. Didn't happen.
Didn't Schmeichel make a good save on that though?
Yeah. Came across. Great save.
Schmeichel played very well.
Yeah. And then there was the one chance, I think it's the one shot on target for Leicester was like a breakaway, and Ederson actually made a really nice save. So it's kind of like the Ederson thing. He does nothing for 90 minutes, but when you need him to make at least one save,
that's
usually there to make
That's why it's so hard being a keeper. You have to stay locked in for 90 minutes, even though you're not.
Especially if you're a City keeper, because they have the ball 98% of the time. It's like
you don't do anything for 90 minutes, or for 89 minutes, but that 90th minute when they need you, you still have to stay focused. That's why it's crazy being.
But so 62nd minute, I would say what's an unlikely goal scorer after rumors he hasn't really played that much. He was talking about him transferring out. Bernardo Silva scores a goal. Weird goal, kind of like a tight angle, kind of
Yeah,
weird
I
thing.
think
But
it was a shot by Cancelo that
yeah,
got blocked.
and like it goes out to like the
And-
right side, and he kind of like hits it side netting. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, Schmeichel was already diving to his left, couldn't recover in time.
But good goal, and then they hold off, win 1-0, get another shutout. I was happy with it. Again, any game against Leicester to win is a good game. So I was content.
Now,
Can't wait to see our team at full strength whenever that may happen.
that segues right into what I was going to say. So, obviously, City aren't at full strength.
Correct.
Dan, you mentioned Arsenal saw some guys come back from injury, still working their way back into the lineup. United, kind of the same thing with Cavani and Rashford. They have a few guys.
I mean, I don't think Cavani starts when they're healthy anyway.
No, I know they don't. I'm just saying, like, they also have some guys working their way back as well. I mean, we're all kind of in the same boat. Like, when our teams are healthy, which hopefully is soon.
Where are you going with this? But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm just making that point. Like, they're gonna be be fun teams to watch. I genuinely feel like if Arsenal's fully healthy and they get going, they're gonna do better.
Yeah.
I feel like
They can't do worse.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
they
saying
could. I guess,
you
but-
add Rashford into the mix, up top for United, it just makes it that much more deadly. City have an entire second lineup waiting in the wings almost at any given moment. So I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
it's just-
when all
it's
these
just like-
players become healthy, like these three teams, when they get going, they're gonna be tough to stop.
When City subs during games, it's almost just like rude. Like you have to deal with like Jesus, and then in like the 80th minute, like Sterling comes on. Like that's just not fair.
And like right now, because we don't have Rashford, we take out Greenwood. We have to deal with Anthony Martial.
He sucks.
Okay.
Okay, and moving on.
The late game on Saturday, right? Is that right now?
Yes.
Chelsea and Aston Villa.
How are we doing on time, sir?
Garrett, we are at 21 minutes and 44 seconds.
There you go, boys. Way to keep us on
Crushing it.
track. We're doing great.
Yeah, so Chelsea are at home against Villa. I mean, there really wasn't much.
I think this was
Pushed
actually
out.
a great game that the scoreline doesn't really reflect, I think, how the game was.
It wasn't.
I thought Villa played incredible in this
I think
game.
it was a good back and forth game.
They're pretty good.
But I'm just saying, when this game started, you expect Chelsea to score, but you're right, the scoreline or to win. I mean, but the scoreline does not reflect the game. And how
Yeah,
it's
I mean, Villa made chances. I mean, they couldn't finish for shit, but they made chances. I mean, they could have. Again, this is the return of maybe arguably one of my favorite players in the Premier League. That's not a City player. Good old Ollie. Ollie came back
the
in.
amount of chances he had.
Dude, I'm telling you,
He
this
just
guy.
couldn't finish.
If he could finish, he would lead the league in scoring. I said it once. I'll say it 100 times.
I mean, you look at the stats. I mean, Villa more shots on target, more shots total.
and now we can see that him and Ings can play together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They-
they're also missing Buendia and Martinez too from the whole
Which is a
Argentina fiasco. And those are two big losses. So you have them. That could be a little bit of a game changer.
Who else
Brings
is
more
off them?
creativity.
is
What?
Traore still out for them too?
I don't know.
I think he just started training this week.
But I'm trying to remember Lukaku's first goal. I think someone plays the ball and he kind of cuts it inside the 18 and just.
The
there's nothing you
left-footed
can
one
really
where he
do
kind of
there.
tucks it in
When
the
he
corner.
gets the ball,
He cuts it
anywhere,
off his left foot onto his right and then hits it kind of near post.
If he has the ball at his feet within the 18, just expect it to go in. Just on the pace he's at right now, and the form he's in.
And whether or not he's facing goal or back to goal,
Yeah.
it's
He's
just
so-
equally as dangerous.
Because he's so strong, he can just hold off the last defender and just in one motion turn, get the ball at his feet, and just put it side netting. Like,
You had a great game in this. That might get overshadowed a little bit. Was Kovacic had a great game,
did very well.
even though he scored, which I guess maybe not. He'll get some notice, but I think he did a lot more than just score. I mean, that was not his only contribution. He controlled the middle of the field
As you
for
said,
Chelsea,
I feel like his possession in the middle of the field really helped.
and
Chelsea
defensively,
kinda-
he was very well.
He was kind of
Very
gifted, the goal too, though. I mean, if you remember, Mings kind of just plays the ball back to the goalie and just doesn't play it back to him. Kovacic, it's a great read by Kovacic too. 'Cause, you got to be aware there and be able to run onto the ball.
Yeah,
He did
that's-
plays it over him,
I
chips it
think
over.
I
the
think our
keeper.
my favorite
Yeah,
message of the
play.
weekend was that goal happens, and one of our friend Anthony, he's a Chelsea fan, and he goes, "Yeah, no, not a lot of players would run after that ball." I'm like, I don't know if that's true. I mean, good on him for doing it, but I think a lot of players would chase the pass back that's not going to get to the keeper.
I'm pretty sure that's what I tell my high school teams to do, man. So, all right.
But that makes it 2-0 the Kovacic's goal, and then just for safekeeping, so Lukaku can easily win the Golden Boot this year.
I think he's going to.
I believe he will.
Yeah.
He scores a late one in the 93rd.
Yeah. So, like you said, you expect Chelsea to win this game, but the scoreline just doesn't show it. Villa, like you said, Villa played well. They had chances, and I wish Ollie Watkins could score because I would love to see him challenge for the Golden Boot.
Me too, because he's on my fantasy team.
As long as
Big
you're not
reason.
playing me, he can score as much as he wants. Let's move on to Sunday, the only game on Sunday. It would be Liverpool at Leeds.
Leeds were just outclassed in this.
Yeah.
It was just unfortunate. I mean, Leeds got caught doing what they always do. You know, they pushed their numbers forward, and Liverpool was up to the task and countered right down their throats, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was they were unmatched in this game. Leeds didn't really have much of a chance, to be honest, watching it.
And I think one takeaway that I see in this game is Trent's the best right back in the world. He is so good, man.
Same.
He's so good going forward. He's solid defensively, but he's just so dangerous on that wing.
Oh, setting balls in, he's crazy. He's easily the best. I think defending, he can one-on-one defending. Sometimes he's not the greatest, but with what he does going forward,
He's solid, and he's just incredible going forward. So I think that makes him up there.
And like you said, his one-on-one defending isn't the best, but he has the speed to get back in his position, where at least he can slow down the winger that he's facing. So then he's not forced to have one-on-one defending with, he's the last man to beat. He does enough to where he can let his team get back, let them get the shape, and then he's able to force, forwards backwards.
I mean, he assists Salah's first goal. Post ball.
Yep.
I think I saw a stat today.
You tell me what it is. I'm trying to Google it and find it.
He has more Premier League assists than Ronaldo, and has like 70 less appearances.
Let's see.
Or something along those lines. But he's a defender, and he's still young. And Ronaldo played. How long did Ronaldo play in the Premier League?
4 years.
6.
Oh, was it
Like
4?
that? I don't know.
was 4.
So he has in all seasons, which is how many here?
While you look this up, we're going to continue talking about the game. You know who had a rough game in this, even though they won 3-0?
Who?
Mane could not buy a fucking goal until like the end of this game.
He had like 10 shots.
Good chances. Like not like he was like 30 yards out. Like he had some good opportunities, like one-on-ones with the keeper. That ball came across the box and he skied it over, albeit it was behind him.
Yeah.
But like you're watching that, you're like, oh, it's a goal, and then 75 yards of the net.
Trent has 35 assists in the Premier League. Ronaldo has 34.
There you go.
Yeah, I think it's like 70 less appearances too, or something.
Ronaldo has 197. Trent has
133.
133. Yeah. Holy shit. That's coming from a right back too. He's disgusting.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, Mane gets his at the very end of the game.
Yeah.
And when he scores, he's like, thank God.
Right, like
Yeah,
he
he
knew it was just like a howler of a
He
day.
needed that, and he deserved that.
Yeah, he was having a rough one.
But just to expect Liverpool, take on Leeds, and they.
We're not
talking about the big part.
thing.
Right, yeah. I was gonna say, we gotta get to that.
I forgot about that.
So it's
Yeah, James played.
Right. It's the 60th minute. Harvey Elliott is dribbling down the right side of the field. He's getting chased down by I can't say his last name. So
Pascal.
Stroik.
I think it's Stroik.
So he's chasing him down, and he takes a tackle from behind, which you've seen many times. Sorry. It's a not common, but it doesn't. I don't think it automatically detonates. Constitutes a red.
Yeah.
I think VAR got it wrong, even though the player's leg literally almost snaps in half, unfortunately. I don't think it's a red card. It sucks for Harvey Elliott. And even he said after the fact, I don't think it was a red card. And he's the one who, I think it was...
We'll take it. Yeah.
We got it.
I'm kind of
I'm good.
I'm kind of with you on that.
I couldn't talk.
Kind of with you on that. I mean, it's not malicious in any way or shape or form. Like, it's not trying to hurt the player. It kind of seems like it's like their legs get kind of tangled, and like in those kind of instances, it just sucks that it happened. But that's kind of the risk of kind of playing soccer at times.
Right. Elliott's leg gets like stuck underneath almost.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
It was, and it's a shame because he's like 18-year-old kid getting his chance with Liverpool. He's playing really good in his first couple starts. He's breaking into the first team, and then this happens. But
yeah, so
That the article?
yeah,
Okay.
So this went out. I think
It was his ankle, by the way,
This
is
went
what
out.
happened.
Yeah, so this went out today, this afternoon. He underwent successful surgery to repair a dislocated ankle.
I think they said like 6 months or something like that.
They said They said he's expected to return back to action later this season, which is good. There's
really
no definite timetable yet. They don't want to. They said they don't put any pressure on him by setting a time frame. After Pascal said that he was sorry and he would never wish this on anyone, so he apologized. Harvey Elliott said it was a freak accident and it was not worthy of a red card. I'll be back 100% stronger. Thanks, Charlotte Sport. So
What was kind of crazy too is like
he's 18. I still can't get over the fact he's 18.
like this tackle happened, and then the injury, the ankle dislocation, and the red card. And I think like it was like 5 minutes after this happened, the same exact tackle almost went in again. But like it was a little like he got the ball first and it was like cleaner and like there was nothing called. I was like, it just shows like how freak of a tackle it was.
Yeah,
like that, it was just so unfortunate like what happened.
Yeah, but I said good on, you know. I mean,
Good on all parties. I mean,
yeah, I mean everyone handled it right.
Yeah.
I mean coming out,
said sucks,
apologizing,
but
and you know, the fact that an 18-year-old though this happens to him, and he then comes out and says it was an accident, and I don't even think he should have red. I feel like most 18-year-olds at that point, like I know I would be completely hot-headed and be like, no, fuck that guy, piece of shit. But he's like, no.
right. Big shout for Elliott for handling it as a mature, like
a true
player.
professional.
Yeah,
a true professional.
And I think I saw like at the hospital too. Like there's a kid, like in the hospital who I guess heard about it and he reached out to him and he gave him his jersey because he was there. He came right from the game, and I think he signed it and everything. So
yeah, that was awesome.
Just kind of shows.
There was like a picture of him, the kid like
Oh my
wearing it
God.
on the bed. Yeah.
Holy crap, there is. He gave his cleats too.
There you go.
respect him for that.
So that was cool.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, it was a Northeast Leeds junior football player ended up in a hospital bed next to him.
There you go.
And he gave him his cleats and his jersey.
I think my favorite part about this is like in the picture they took, which I'm guessing was like a press picture. He's wearing his jersey backwards, so it says Elliott on top.
Yeah, he told him to clean up. It looked like that's so cool.
Wow. But yeah, so that was the big. I mean, Liverpool get the 3-0 win. That was probably the bigger news story. Was the Harvey Elliott injury, unfortunately.
Wishing him a speedy recovery. So.
Absolutely.
Let's wrap up. It was game week 4.
Yep.
Let's wrap it up with today's game. Actually, yesterday's game. I don't know what day it is anymore.
Today's Tuesday.
Monday's game. Everton hosting Burnley. And for a minute there, I thought Burnley had something. I thought they were going to do it. I thought, good old fuck you, Burnley. Because fuck you, Burnley. I thought they had it. I thought Ben Mee had a winner. Boy, was I wrong.
I mean, it was like Burnley scored and then Everton went, nah, we got to stop fucking around.
Enough of this shit.
60th, 65th, 66th.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, you just don't see 3 goals in 6 minutes very often.
Yeah.
They get... 2
of the new signings get a goal here, too.
Yeah. They get 3 goals before like Burnley can even realize like, oh wait, what the fuck? We scored. What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Before they can even realize it. I think Burnley actually played pretty well in this game. I mean, they possessed the ball. They were able to get forward. They had chances. I mean, they equaled Everton on chances in this one. Ben Mee gets their lone goal, but then like Dan said, and Michael Keane gets the first one, but then the 2 new signings, Townsend and Gray.
Townsend's goal was sick too. It was like from pretty far out and a classic Townsend goal. Kind of just like dips it over the goalie.
That goal against City that he scored like 3 seasons ago. It was
an absolute banger.
Bullet.
Yeah.
Dude hits piss missiles, huh?
And then Damari Gray scores again.
Yeah.
He's on a hot streak right now.
Yeah, they just like he just like can't not be in the lineup, I feel like.
They're very similar goals too, I feel like he scores. Like they're kind of breakaways, like just run past the defender and
if it works.
Get past the goal, yeah.
So Everton went from at home, holy shit, we may lose to fuck you, Burnley. Yeah. And then they're like, nah, fans, just kidding. That was why you have a heart attack.
This is without Calvert-Lewin, too.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow, that was really weird. But,
3-1?
3-1. All right. I think with any other talking points before you just do a quick preview of next week's game before we get into whatever we got coming up?
Nope. I'm good.
Let's get in. Let me read these off here. This will load for me.
Little power run through here.
Where are we? We're starting on Friday, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's where we're at.
That is correct.
Start on Friday. So we can just take this one.
I'll take it.
Leeds at Newcastle.
I believe that Newcastle might get relegated. I think Leeds win 2-0.
All right. I'll do Brentford and Wolves. I think Brentford go on the road at Wolves. I think they win. I think they win close. I think it's 2-1 Brentford. Dan, it is going to be Arsenal versus fuck you Burnley.
Hoping we keep it going. I think we should be able to keep it going. I'm going to say we're going to score more than 1 goal in this game.
Hey, all right. Bold takes.
I'm going to say 3-1.
Wow.
Yeah.
No clean sheet, though.
No clean sheet.
It's Arsenal. Let's not be too
We'll
worried.
go back to me because Gary can go on after this. Crystal Palace at Anfield playing Liverpool. I think Palace can score, especially with their new signing. I don't think they can defend for shit. I think Liverpool win 4-2. Garrett,
That's very
Man
nice
City are hosting Southampton.
I'm pretty sure City should win this game. I don't think there's much to have to say there. Let's go 3-0.
All right. Dan, you have a thriller here.
Pass.
Norwich and Watford. Can we all agree 0-0?
No, I think Norwich are going to get their first win.
No shit.
Yeah. I'm
The
gonna say
battle
1-0.
of the promotion clubs.
Josh Sargent. You heard it here first.
Hat trick hero. Love him.
85th minute.
Hat trick.
No, just one.
Love him.
No, let's not say it too crazy now.
Let's do Everton and Villa. This game's actually
That's a
pretty
great game.
interesting to me, yeah. Because both teams have proven they can score. Well, maybe not Villa. They've proven they can get chances at least.
Yeah.
And I think when their defense doesn't pass the ball to the wrong team, I think both teams can defend. Because you've seen Michael Keane do it for Everton. You've seen Mings do it for Villa. This game is weird to me.
It's like whatever team makes less mistakes.
I'm going 2-2. I don't know
fair.
if you guys have anything you want to differ
No,
on.
I'll go. Give me go Brighton Leicester because you'll probably get the next one. And let
Yeah.
Dan finish off with the game of the week here.
Yeah.
Brighton Leicester. Leicester travel to Brighton. Leicester still should be the better team. Leicester should win a close one, 2-1.
Brighton are. they
I
have 9
understand.
points right
I don't
now.
give a fuck. I don't care.
They have
that Brighton
9
has
points right now.
I understand they have
Don't
9
write them
points.
off.
Listen, if fucking Brighton beat Leicester, I mean they are home, so I guess they have a shot.
Don't
but
write them off. That's all I'm saying.
Leicester should win this game. I don't care.
should.
Leicester should win this fucking game.
I'm on pie for Golden Boot.
Man United at West Ham. I was a lot more nervous about this game until the Antonio red card.
Yeah, it's fair.
Just because that's a lot less pressure on the back line. I still do think West Ham can get forward. I think they can possess the ball, and they're still a threat to score. I think it's going to be a close one. I say 2-1 United win.
A lot of good games on Sunday.
And then let's go into the last game of the weekend of game week 5. Game of the week. Spurs coming off that 3-0 loss.
It's Palace.
And Chelsea coming off that 3-0 win. It's at Tottenham. Folks, what we got here?
I got Chelsea. I think they just look too good right now. And you know, I think Lukaku is just in a league of his own right now. I honestly don't think Tottenham's defenders are that great, at least center backs. And you saw what he did to Arsenal center backs.
Man against boys, that game was.
And especially if Dyer's out too, they have to. I don't even know who their backup is. I know Romero kind of plays at times, but I just think he's going to be too much. I'm going to say like 2-1. It'll probably be close because Tottenham's home, but say 2-1.
What do you think, Garrett?
I think Chelsea win. I think Chelsea win 3-1. I do think Spurs get one, though.
Oh, they do. I'm saying 2-0.
All right. We
Is
shall
his son
see,
back?
boys and girls.
I know Son was a little banged up. Is he back?
I don't know.
I
Actually,
saw
not sure.
something about that. He may be out.
All right, well, Brian looks that up. I'm going to go through the quick top 4. We have United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Everton, all tied at the top of the league with 10 points, 3 wins and a draw for each of them. City close by with Brighton and Tottenham at 9. And then we have the relegation battle right now with Burnley, Newcastle, Norwich. Norwich without a point yet, unfortunate, although Dan thinks they might get one this week. And then Newcastle, Burnley, Leeds are unfortunately fighting 17th right now, and then Arsenal 16th. And we'll keep going.
Yep.
So this brings up, so this is now where we usually kind of like, we freehand, we throw some topics, we throw out some conversations.
They think Son's going to be a contention for the weekend. Sorry.
Okay. And
I think he is.
This next segment, I'm not going to call it a segment, I'm calling it a question, stems off of a comment that I made last week that got some, we'll say, an eyebrow raised or two. Okay, so we were talking about the, what were we talking about? Who was better between Calvert-Lewin and Antonio? And I just happened while talking to make the comment that I think Antonio was the top 3 striker in the league. And I got some to agree. I got some that were violently against the idea, which means it makes for good points to talk about. So now we're going to do our top 3 strikers in the league.
All right.
This is simple.
This is very simple, but apparently a very passionate topic amongst certain people.
Can it be in any order?
No, we're going to go in order.
1, 2, 3?
1 through 3.
Are we classifying Ronaldo as a striker?
I think we have to, or we might get our balls slid off.
If that's the case, then I have mine.
Okay.
I have mine too.
All right. Lukaku number 1, Ronaldo number 2, Salah number 3.
My man just said, fuck Kane.
Kane's obviously.
I mean, holy shit.
No, I don't think so.
And Salah's more of a winger. I feel like
It was so if
we're talking like point.
I was
striker?
talking point striker. I would
point striker.
I would
if
qualify,
Salah's qualified as a winger, then it's Lukaku, Ronaldo, Kane. If Salah's we're going as a winger, then yes, Kane's in there.
Okay.
100%.
In that order, Lukaku, Ronaldo, Kane.
Are we talking about? Are we going just this season alone, or just?
No, this season you can't go career.
Oh, this season alone, yes, that order: Lukaku, Ronaldo, Kane, in that order this season. Yep.
Okay.
That's my top 3.
Dan, would you like to give yours?
Mine's pretty similar, pretty much the same thing, to be honest. I hate to agree, but like, I think it's going to be a fight between Ronaldo and Lukaku, 1 and 2, and then I think Kane, gets the 3rd spot. I think there's other players that are pushing to get up there and could have a really good season, but I wouldn't rank them ahead of any of those 3 at the moment.
Garrett.
Is he going to stick with Antonio? Is he
going to
give
some controversy, my friend?
Well,
Here we go.
when I said that last week too, Ronaldo hadn't played a game yet.
Yeah,
True.
Which I mean,
and Antonio is the other person who's up there fighting for
Right.
5, pushing.
He's in the top 5.
Yeah,
Easily.
right. I was going to do top 5, but I almost felt like it made it too easy for us to include people. It's more about who we leave off our list that makes it interesting. And I think the problem that people are like, we're not rating Kane right now, but like if this was last year, Kane's probably 1.
You said we're basing up this season.
Just making a fucking point, Brian.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm defending you. Defending your point.
So, given what has happened over the last weekend, and given what we know, I would have to go Lukaku, Ronaldo, Antonio.
Hey, I knew you were going to stick with him.
You know what? I can
I knew
see
you
the
were gonna do
argument. I think he's done more than Kane so far. I can see the argument.
Right. I mean, Kane's played only played what 2 out of the 4, I think.
Yeah.
But hasn't looked incredible in the 2 games so far. And Antonio has 4 goals and 3 assists through the first 4 games of the season.
Yeah, and a red card.
So if you're starting a game this weekend, who would I rather have up there? I think I'd rather have Antonio.
Well, actually, he can't.
The red card.
Granted, he can't, but if he could, I think I would have Antonio.
I'm surprised you didn't say Ali up there.
I would love to. Trust me. I
Let him get comment.
just for the comments, I would love to.
What
give
about
out.
Edouard? He came in, super sub. He's up there.
All right, so who's really on the cusp here? Obviously, the 4 we mentioned.
Yeah,
Vardy.
Calvert-Lewin, Vardy.
I mean,
4 years ago, I would have said Aubameyang.
yeah. There's really no.
Even last year,
Yeah.
Or not last year,
2
the year
years ago.
before, he was
There's really no City
won the
players
Golden
that
Boot, or he tied the
There's
Golden
City
Boot.
players I could think
No,
of.
because City basically all their goals come from their midfield.
midfield,
There's no striker. Aguero when he was here 2 years ago.
And if you say Jesus, he was a striker last year, but now he's
Now
playing
he's-
on the wing.
yeah,
so
now
like,
he's-
So realistically, we have those top 3. We have Lukaku, Ronaldo, Kane,
Antonio.
and then on the cusp is Antonio and
Vardy. Like if you're going a tier
Calvert-Lewin.
list, like
But I'm just saying, like, if we have the top 3 that me and Dan said, just because we agree on those, and then you have Antonio, Calvert-Lewin, Vardy, and the 3 of them in no particular order, who would be on that next
Bamford.
list? Except Bamford?
I would say Aubameyang too.
probably
Aubameyang could be
Aubameyang.
on there.
I think Watkins can honestly
He
be
can
up there.
He can be, and if he could finish, he will be.
It's hard to say really anyone else. I think it's pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, Ferran Torres is the City striker right now.
Yeah. Well,
That's
you know
basically
what?
it.
Wilson.
What?
Callum Wilson.
All right.
Callum Wilson.
You know, I like this. I like that. You know, and if we want to do more, if they want to hear more of different positions, so attacking centermen, defensive, keepers, center backs, all that crap, we can do this for every position we want to.
I like center mids. Let's
Yeah,
do
so-
center mids next week.
Yeah, so if you guys want to hear
All right.
more of this, let us know. We'll do center mids next week. I'm sure this will be all TikToks too and stuff. But you guys want to see the whole video because you want to see our faces longer because we're so pretty.
Of course.
Yeah. But we covered game week 4. We've previewed game week 5. We did our top 3 strikers. Do we have anything else that we want to touch on?
Of course we do.
Of course we do. Garrett always comes prepared.
We have to go back to our famous TikTok segment that's gotten probably more interactions and more people yelling at me than anyone else that we've ever done. Was the overrated, underrated players.
Oh, brother. I hate these so much.
So, as we will speak to our new audience, in case anyone's new is listening, what we will do is I will give a player, and then the fellows on my left and right will give overrated or underrated or properly rated. If they throw out a player, I will say the same thing. I will give my input. Whoever doesn't say the player doesn't really say too much unless they want to agree or disagree. Now, do we have a player that we would like to do?
I have one.
Okay.
You want me to do it now?
That'd be great.
Let's hear it.
The suspense is killing me.
James Ward-Prowse. We mentioned him earlier. Underrated or overrated?
You want to go first? I can go.
I'll go first. I think Ward-Prowse is so slightly overrated, a little bit. I think he's a good midfielder. I think if he didn't have the free kick ability that he does, which is probably best in the league, don't get me wrong, I think he's better than Southampton, but I don't think he's good enough to get into a top 6, 7 clubs.
Really?
I think so.
I don't think he walks into 1 through 4 right now. But I think he's better than what?
I think maybe walks into not walks in, but he
fights
fights
at Tottenham or something.
He fights at Spurs. He fights at Arsenal. But I don't think he doesn't like at United. He wouldn't. I don't think he plays.
He's not playing over Bruno or
right. He doesn't play at a City. He doesn't play at a Chelsea.
I think he plays at Tottenham. I think he plays at before Odegaard, probably plays at Arsenal.
That was me. Yeah. Bri, you go.
You said what? Slightly overrated.
I said slightly over.
I'm gonna go fully overrated, just because I genuinely believe that 90% of Southampton's games, he's lost unless there's a set piece. He's good at corners. He's good sending the ball in the box, and he's good at direct free kicks to goal. Other than that, you really don't hear much of him. You don't really hear of him, sending that through ball to their striker for an assist. You don't hear him scoring from the run of play. You only really hear from him when that was a great free kick by Ward-Prowse. That was a great goal off a free kick by Ward-Prowse. You don't really hear from him in any other aspect. I mean, I'm looking at his career stats now. I mean, for a center mid, I feel like 29 assists in almost 275 games just isn't going to cut it. And I don't think he walks into a top 6 team and starts, if I'm being honest with you. So, again, I think pretty much the only attribute he has is his set piece ability, and that's why I'm going over it.
The only attribute he has.
You know what I mean? Right? His only standout attribute is what I mean. I mean, is he a good player? Yeah, but I just don't think he brings enough to even come close to what he could do on free kicks, and I think that's his only. That's why he's known, is for his free kicks, not for his run of play in the field. That's just my opinion. So,
all right.
Overrated.
I have mine. I would like to go for another player here. We'll do. You guys want to do 2? You guys want to do 3?
Let's do yours unless I think of somebody, because I'm struggling to think of someone right now.
All right. So overrated, underrated, Virgil van Dijk. Cricket.
You want to go? Or you want me to go?
Thinking. You can go. I like going second.
I'm gonna say underrated, and I say underrated because. I mean, he was obviously so hyped when he came to Liverpool from Southampton, right? But you saw how good he made that team, and when he was healthy and when he was playing good, he was only dribbled past once or twice. You can count on one hand that season dribbled past as a center back. That's pretty incredible. He's quick, he's strong, and he led them to be having one of the best defensive performances in the league that year. And obviously, we all know his injury last season. And you saw the kind of season Liverpool had, right? They finished, were they top 4? I can't remember where they finished, but they finished well below expectations, right?
The Champions League, yeah.
And they were not the same defensive unit they were. Granted, they had other injuries as well. I mean, they were just grabbing random people to play center back last year.
They were 3rd last year.
3rd. But you see, he's back this year. He's healthy, and I'm seeing him in the same kind of way he was before that injury, which is kind of hard to do after an injury like that, which I believe was an ACL. And through 4 games, they've only let up 1 goal, and I think he's a big reason for that. So for that reason, I want to say underrated, but I think he was so hyped up previously that he's held at such a high regard, and I feel like he's, the top center back in the league. So it's kind of hard to say overrated when he already has such a high rating.
You mean underrated?
Yeah, underrated. I'm sorry. Yeah, I said that incorrectly, but yeah, that's kind of where I would go with it.
All right.
I'm gonna go properly rated. I don't think he's underrated. I think he came in with the hype and he lived up to it. So he didn't really exceed expectations insanely. I mean, yes, he's a very good center back, and they missed him when he wasn't there. But I think any team misses their starting center back when he's not there. I mean, if tomorrow, if United had to go, and take out Maguire and then to put Lindelof back in, I think they struggle in their center back. They struggle in the back. I think any team will. So, the fact that Liverpool didn't have the year they wanted to without him, I think that happens to any team. So that's why I think he's properly rated. Yes, they missed him. Yes, he's coming back, and he's doing exactly what you expected him to do. He's defending the way you want him to, and he's controlling the back line, but he's not going so far and above that I think he's underrated, and he's not underperforming to the point where he's overrated. I think he's just right where he needs to be. He's doing everything you expect of him to do. So that's why I'm going to go right down the middle, properly rated. And I'm still looking for a player.
I have one.
Another one.
All right, then I'm not waiting for one. Look, yeah.
All right, you could do one next week.
I'll do one next week. I'll think of one. I know we're doing this week. I'm off guard.
I said it like the last 3 weeks.
I don't pay attention to you.
Ready?
Yeah.
Patrick Bamford.
Patty Bamf. I love Patty Bamf. I can't lie.
Crickets.
Um,
Who's going first?
I'll go first. I think Bamford is, I'll say underrated. I think Bamford's underrated. I think people thought he wasn't going to be able to cut it in the Premier League. That was a big talk when Leeds came up last year, and he held his own and did even more than holding his own. I mean, he put a pretty solid season together for any Premier League striker. Would be happy to have the season he had. Leeds plays such a wild style that I think it kind of overshadows like his performances because they're just going forward all the time. Everything is just 400 miles an hour up the wings, going forward in transition. So I think he could almost benefit more playing in a different system. I think
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think he can actually move the ball. He can play hold up. I think Weeds. I don't think Weeds. I think the lead style is almost a slight detriment to the Bamford output that he gets each game, in my opinion.
But you don't think it benefited him last season?
I do. I think he can fit into a possession style team, not a team that's just go 100 times. I mean,
yeah.
No, you can go.
I just wanted to quickly touch. It's more on a point on Leeds, like we said earlier, they're so kind of go forward and push forward and everything, but they always get scored on. They're pretty terrible defensively, and that's been the whole storyline last season, right? So they go down early a lot in many cases, but it still seems like they push forward. I'm just to your point, it would be interesting to see him in a team where possession is more of a focus, where he plays more of a hold up kind of play, but
they're not always chasing.
Yeah. Brian?
I'm going to say he's overrated. Oh, God, why I die.
Say that again so I don't have to edit that out.
I'm going to say he's overrated. I agree with you that he would have success in a possession team if he was to go somewhere else. But, however, I feel like we know how Leeds play. It's go all the time. He'd have success on a possession-based team, but I feel like a team that just forces the ball forward constantly, I feel like that's a forward's dream. In my opinion, they always want to get it to him. They always want to get down the wing, send it across to him. I feel like that's the dream for him, and I feel like he played pretty well. Last year, obviously he put up goals, and I think that's not going to happen again. I don't think he even comes near double digits this year in goals.
Not even comes close?
I think he gets 6.
Doesn't come close.
Fuck him.
You think Bamford gets 6 goals this year?
Fuck him.
Oh, fucking cue this time. Are you fucking kidding me? He gets 6. He got 17 last year.
What's he at? 2 right now?
None.
1? He has none?
None. 1. Oh, wait.
He has 1.
I lied. He's getting 6. No. But I genuinely don't think he has the same season he does last year. And I think, you said they're a go team, Leeds, and I feel like, you play like a team like that, you're just going to want to be on that field as a forward. You're going to get more goals. I think he does well on a possession-based team. I think he scores more goals on a go type team. And I don't see him going to any other team and playing well. Like scoring the amount of goals he will on Leeds. I feel like you look at any other team, I think he gets overshadowed by somebody, in my opinion. I don't think he has a repeat of last year, at least not this year. If they stay up, maybe the year after.
I'm betting a fucking Bamford hat trick this weekend. Should have put that out there.
That would be great.
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
He had 6 goals this weekend.
Listen,
he scores like 5.
You have nothing on the line. Who are they playing?
Newcastle, I think.
Nothing on the line for you. If he doesn't do it, you owe me nothing.
Okay.
If he does it,
You have to buy a fucking Bamford jersey?
I will buy a Bamford jersey. And
Leeds is like United's biggest rival.
I will buy a Bamford jersey, and I will wear it at least 5 episodes for the rest of the year. Garrett can pick the 5 episodes.
Hat trick?
What?
Hat trick?
If he gets a hat trick this week.
Okay. Oh my
You know-
god.
you know-
They play Friday.
We're watching
too.
that game intently.
All right.
They play
All right.
Friday too.
So he gets a hat trick. I will buy I'm not even going on like the China one. I'm going Leeds website. I'm getting the $100. I'm going all out. I'm getting this fucking jersey.
I'm in.
Their third kits are sick too, I think.
Can I get the?
I think they're purple.
You get to pick the kit.
They're purple. They're sick.
Can I pick the kit? You go pick the kit.
I'll pick the kid.
He'll
I'll
pick
give
the
you a
kit.
good one. Don't worry.
And I'll do five episodes this year. I'll have to wear it. Deal?
I mean,
You don't have to
sure.
wear it, so yeah.
Sounds good.
There we go.
great.
If he gets a hat trick this
Oh
week,
man, I hope he
there it
just
is.
scores one in the second minute, just to make me sweat, just a little bit.
When's this game?
2 in the first half.
30 on Friday.
All right, I'm out of work. I might come over and watch it. I may come over and watch it. I'll be shitting myself. Oh my god, if he even comes near, if he could score his second goal,
Give
in
me
the
like a
80th
92nd minute pen.
That'd be so
Oh, I'll
crazy.
shit myself.
Yeah, so I think that is the last segment for today. Does that
Holy
sound
shit!
good?
No way we kept this under an hour.
Guys, we're doing much better with our time.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done, lads.
Is that it? Anything else you want to touch on?
I'll touch you. And we're
I
good.
fucking hate him. All right,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that will wrap up this episode of Premier League and Pints. If you're listening to us, you can listen to us on pretty much all podcast platforms. If you're watching,
I mean, if they're listening to us, don't they kind of know that already?
well, they can use other podcast platforms if they want to.
I think that's fair.
Anyway,
Okay.
we're available on all podcast platforms. You could watch the video of us at Premier League and Pints on YouTube. All our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, at League Pints.
Almost messed up
TikTok,
my
you
handle.
guys like to yell at us a lot, mostly me because I get everything wrong. But it's fun interacting with you guys on there. I don't even know. You guys are crushing the interaction on TikTok, the followers, the views, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, like, would you say we have how many downloads now?
Or 2,500
2,500
as a podcast
downloads
as a whole.
as a
Guys
podcast.
to 25,000.
And we're averaging over 100 episodes. So
Yeah, and this is this is episode 5, 6 of season 2. So in less than in
be
just
wrong.
about over just about one season, you guys have hit 2,500 downloads, which is incredible. Thank you very much. I have nothing else. Thank you for watching, listening. Bye.
go a beer.
Peace.